I think maybe even Dirty Jersey Rat. Dirty Jersey. Yay! I love that song.
Chris Mack, thanks for the food. Can Lucy explain Ava's lies re private YouTube /DMCA?
I think Ava would be a good person to explain that. I don't know that I am the right person for that job.
I think I've explained it so many times that it's just whatever y'all think.
Well, that actually brings me right into the first topic. So the last episode we did, I think, thanks for the dough, by the way, and hit the like button. This fucking mouse is playing up. So the last episode we did, I'm pretty sure it was Shulie was on. Did I get that right, Ava?
That's right.
You know him. And it didn't exactly go well. There was a lot of anti and a lot of pro Shuli, but it was pretty harsh compared to what I've seen before. And it seemed that the big criticism that he was getting was the fact that he's using a GoFundMe to fund the lawsuit that he's filing, not just the defense one. I've got my Judy the lawyer throat today. I was on the piss last night. So the big question I have is, what's your opinion on the Shuli funding his filing of a lawsuit? And do you hate Jews?
No, I don't hate Jews. I love Jews. I think the GoFundMe part of it's less interesting than the just blatant hypocrisy of it. But yeah.
Speaking of which, Menser pretty much called me a dickhead in a DM, and I invited him on the show, so he will be coming on the show someday, maybe literally on Sunday. What a funny play on words. But do you think, though, Ava, with that sort of stuff with Shuli, that he's getting shit on for having to GoFundMe just because it's him? Or do you think it's the actual situation, as they say in the Duran?
Well, people hate him for different reasons, I think. For me, it really is him like crusading as a free speech warrior, and then finding out that he did that to Menser Math, and then being a weasel about it and just ducking the question whenever he's asked. Like, that's kind of gross to me.
And Lemmi, from your perspective, did you, because in fact, well, we were both pretty pro Shuli, but I didn't really think about the fact that he's funding the using the GoFundMe to fund part of the lawsuit, which is weird, but at the same time, he's not telling people you have to finance this. Like, will go, like, people have to, people can donate if they want, or don't have to donate if they don't want. Spoiler alert, I didn't donate. But when you seen that type of attack, Lemmi, what was your opinion apart from getting the like button hit?
My opinion is watching a bunch of grown men worry about other like grown men's money is pathetic, in my opinion. That's my opinion.
What about
I don't care if
women?
I don't care if the GoFundMe was set up for like get Shuli a fucking prostitute for 2 days. I don't give a fuck. Who cares?
And Cayley, from your sort of insider perspective, you go on the show pretty often, regularly. In fact, before you give your opinion, where has Once Over with Cayley been?
I've been busy, dang it. I swear I'm coming back. I swear to God, I haven't done a show on my channel proper in a really long time. It's been a hectic month, but I will be back very shortly because things are finally starting to slow down in my personal life. So yay. But I want to say, Lemmi, you did such a great job when you guys had Shuli on. I thought that you, I agreed with you completely when it came to the GoFundMe. I think that if people want to give to it, they can give to it. If they don't want to, they can completely ignore it. It's the same thing with liking a show on YouTube. If you don't like a show on YouTube, turn it the fuck off. You don't have to get it canceled. You don't have to do all this shit. If people want to donate, they can donate. If they don't, then they don't have to. And if Shuli wants to have it up so that people have a place where they can give him money, because lots of people love giving him money for some reason. If he wants to have it up because people want to give him money for this to support what he's doing, I don't have a problem with that.
That's kind of, yeah, that's kind of why I like leaning on it. For me, it's about like the hypocrisy and the principle behind it. Like, I'm not always that interested in the money aspect of any of the stuff here. And so, yeah, if they start a GoFundMe and people want to give them money, like that has nothing to do with what bothers me about it.
The one thing about the Menser math that I have to say is that everybody's always talking about, says, oh, it was transformative. It's like, well, did you see it? And then they all go, no. It's like, well, then you don't know if it was transformative.
I've had a real challenge with taking a stance on the Menser math stuff because I never saw the Letitia video that Menser math put out. I have no idea how much he was commenting. I know he says that he was. I know other people say that he wasn't. I didn't see it. I know that Menser math described that there were other strikes in addition to that. I haven't seen any of those. So it's really hard for me to be able to tell, was this completely hypocritical as Ava is saying, or is it potentially legitimate?
Well, go ahead.
No, I was going to make a joke about my dick, but
I think it's like, if you're at this point in like talking about it, Menser math has shown the screenshots of each one. You see what the videos are for, and you see that only one is pertaining to a paywall. And either you're going to just say those screenshots are fake, but he was put on the spot to release those, and he did. Shuli will not answer any questions about it anymore, but the screenshots are there. And there was that exchange with Vince and Shuli where Vince like asked him about how there was technically commentary on it, and Shuli didn't. He just moved the goalpost to then, well, it was paywall content, so he essentially conceded that there was commentary on it. So I feel like that part, we know that much, right?
Yeah, but for me, the screenshot of what happened after the fact doesn't tell me what happened during the fact. You know, I want to see the original content. That's where I get stuck on making commentary on this particular situation, because I don't feel like I can be educated on something unless I actually saw it, you know?
yeah, it's like Ava can't say that Keith Sutherland stank last night because she didn't get to go see him perform, but I did, and he stank.
Well, can we sorry, just process your joke. Okay, well, let's say that he didn't do commentary on the other ones that are not behind a paywall, and the screenshots of the timestamps, it's about 1.5 minutes of content. If he just played 1.5 minutes of content with no commentary, how would you feel about that? And he got struck for it.
Again, I hate making comments about stuff like that I haven't seen at all. It's I agree with you, and I see what your point is at what point does it become too much? Can I play 7 seconds? Can I play 10 seconds? Can I play a minute? Can I play 10 minutes? I totally get that question. I would not ever want to make comments about that unless I actually saw it. And not only that, but YouTube refuses to be the judge on stuff like this. So how the heck am I supposed to be?
Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, like when even that first question, like a lot of this is arbitrary because there's not too much settled case law on it. And it's this up in the air thing that YouTube kind of punts like that. So at a certain point, we're all just kind of saying what we think it should be, and then kind of loosely looking at the copyright law, which you could apply to make both arguments.
And today is a really big day actually within this topic because Ethan Klein just won against Frogan. So this stuff is starting to get looked at. Courts are starting to look at it. It's challenging. It's really confusing. Ethan Klein now has default judgment against Frogan. Ethan Klein settled with Caseytron. I mean, This is big news. And I think YouTube is going to have to start looking at how they interpret the DMCA and what they're doing with it, because clearly a lot of people are unhappy with it.
I thought the same thing when I saw the Ethan news. Yeah, I'm excited about that because this current system is fucked up. You know, I've been proposing for a really long time. I think that if you're going to strike somebody on YouTube under DMCA, I think that you should have to put up a bond. I think that you should have to put money in to strike somebody's channel. And if YouTube reviews it and decides that the strike should not stand, then that channel gets the money. And if it does stand, then you get your security deposit back. I don't understand why it's so complicated to have this law be something that can have a little bit more fairness. There needs to be stake in the game.
Cayley's right. She has been proposing a long time. She's been married 7 times.
It's true. I'm actually shooting for 7. Listen, I'm working on it.
Nice. And they also say that Menser does owe a lot of us an apology because he made people have to listen to Anthony Zenhauser's jokes for a second time.
Jersey, dirty Jersey rat. Dirty, dirty, dirty Jersey, dirty Jersey rat. Dirty, dirty.
And hey, Adam.
Hey, Dirty Rat.
Dirty Rat's a good boy. He is. Check him out on the YouTube channel.